Monster Hunter World, the game that allows you to kill monsters, wear those monsters, and then kill other monsters with them on in order to truly complete the cycle of life. Since becoming Capcom's highest-selling franchise, and with its first-ever expansion, Iceborne, on the horizon, having just started its first open beta this weekend, we are all rife with speculation about what will end up in the final version of the game. One thing Monster Hunter has always done well is fit completely unrelated DLC content into its games. In my last video, which I will provide a link to in the comments of this video, I talked about how we needed more of these DLC content collaborations. In this video, I wanted to talk about the top 5 collaborations that I want to see over the course of the life of Monster Hunter Iceborne. These might come from a few categories like anime, culture, exclusives, or just gaming, and the categories don't really make a difference, but I figured it would be easier to classify things in this video. So, anyways, without any further ado, Top 5. Number 5. Console exclusives. Back when Monster Hunter was a Nintendo thing, we used to see all sorts of Nintendo magic peppered throughout the games and in the DLC collaborations. From Legend of Zelda, to Mario Bros, to Metroid, Nintendo exclusives just made Monster Hunter life a little more worth living. Now that we've moved on to the next gen, and Monster Hunter has abandoned Nintendo, it's time that we look forward to some present-gen console-exclusive DLC for Iceborne. Like how about a Daxter or Parappa the Rapper Palico? Or maybe a Master Chief skin? I mean, personally, I don't really care what you do with Xbox, but some collaborations like these would be a great way to celebrate the lore of this current gaming generation. Number 4. Breath of Fire. In past editions of the game, Capcom has done pretty well at including its own lore and history into the collaborations that it includes in Monster Hunter. These include various Street Fighter and Mega Man collaborations, and even a Strider Hiryu set in Monster Hunter Generations. In Iceborne, I hope that Capcom takes this opportunity to highlight one of its most underrepresented franchises. Breath of Fire was a semi-iconic RPG franchise that always focused on a guy named Ryu. Not that Ryu, this Ryu. Now, Ryu is never the same character, but he always has blue hair and has the inherited ability to turn into a dragon. There is rumored to be a thread that connects all the Ryus to one another, but the series unfortunately didn't survive long enough to explore it, which is a shame because it had a pretty good run through the 16 and 32-bit generations where it spawned 4 sequels, but didn't fare so well in the following generation, with one lackluster title on PlayStation 2 that couldn't compete with the Final Fantasy of the day. Anyhow, Breath of Fire has a few things that Capcom could put into Monster Hunter. First, there's dragons. Dragons, of course the game is called Breath of Fire, but because there's dragons, you could easily make them a quest villain. Or even easier, just take a dragon that's already in Monster Hunter and make them the quest monster, and reward us with gear that represents the characters from Breath of Fire. Because from Ryu, to Rei, to Tipo, there's a few dope weapons and characters that you can pick up from a Breath of Fire collaboration. Number 3. Final Fantasy VII. Now this one seems like a no-brainer, what with the remake making its debut on consoles next spring. Being that Square and Capcom have worked together before on previous Monster Hunter titles, most recently on the Behemoth event in World, which was a hit with the entire player base. For an event like this, I'd want to see them do the same thing. Take a fairly normal monster that's iconic like the Midgar Zolom and have us fight it in the Wildspire Waste or something. Sorry, I just think the Wildspire deserves more love. Add a few in-game elements and some music, and then reward us with some skins and weapons. Yay! Obviously, a Cloud armor would be necessary given his sleek redesign and new non-turn-based fight style, and a Buster Sword Greatsword would be ideal. The real greatness would come from an arc-tempered or master-ranked version of the quest that would give some extra goodies like some Sephiroth armor and a longsword. Number 2. Attack on Titan. Monster Hunter has done a bunch of anime collaborations in the past, and although there weren't any in World, this is not unfamiliar territory for them. With Attack on Titan, the groundwork has already been laid, what with the fact that it's a bunch of tiny people fighting giant monsters. And with a lot of the new features of the game, including the Clutch Claw, they've basically set it up for us. All they need to do is actually bring in a Titan like they did with the Ancient Leshen, and they can make a pretty solid event quest and reward us with a sick pair of dual blades and some ODM gear. Yeah. Number 1. Marvel Comics. Now it may not seem like it because all the Marvel movies are hits and all the Resident Evil movies are, well, but Marvel and Capcom have had a working relationship for over 20 years. Granted that things got a little shaky after Disney got involved, Marvel and Capcom have still collaborated as recently as 2017's Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which was literally a tutorial in the Infinity Stones and an introduction to Captain Marvel prior to them being in the MCU. This game also features Monster Hunter as a character, so most of these paths have already crossed. How phenomenal would it be for them to add a Marvel-themed event quest and some armor to show just how much the global appeal of both Marvel and Capcom has grown, while not forgetting where they came from. I think that would be the best possible DLC, except for maybe something Toriyama related, but I guess that's a topic for another video. What kind of collaborations do you guys want to see in Monster Hunter? What are your favorite past collaborations? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and do all of that fun stuff. And check out my other videos. I'll do another top 5 next week, and until then, you guys keep hunting.